Good evening and welcome to week 2 of My Life is a Mess. My life is still a mess, and specifically, I had not intended on doing this much video content featuring my face, but I guess you never know what the world is going to throw at you. One of the big takeaways I have from this week is that I am, in terms of my blog, not going to shy away from expressing my opinions, even if it costs me followers. Because, to be perfectly frank, it's got to the stage where I know everyone is bored, but that doesn't excuse some of the behaviour I've seen, and I'm not going to pretend that I'm okay just to sit by and let it happen. When people start tossing around allegations of abuse or insinuating that people are participating in basically pimping themselves out into showmances that make no logical sense, then I am going to stand up and say something, because it's gross and it makes me feel gross, and I don't want to be part of a community where that is an accepted dialogue. So that's probably going to make me super unpopular, but I have decided that I don't care. Successes of the week. Of last week's goals, I plan to get dressed every day, which I did, so go me. Woo. I plan to eat a vegetable every day that wasn't a potato. I did 5 out of 7, so that's not bad. I didn't do my glass recycling, so I still look like an alcoholic. And I only did 1 out of 2 of the things I planned to do in the first week. So it wasn't a total loss, but it wasn't great either. I did, however, go back to the gym for the first time since Christmas, and I went 6 times this week, which I'm quite pleased with myself for. I went to a variety of classes, and they were fun. I even got my first thumbs up from one of the instructors, so that is a win. I also took Kelly with me. That's Mulder's waterbed, and we punched each other in boxing, which was fun. On the failure side, I lost my handbag. I am the kind of person that generally just carries one giant bag, but I decided to try and be sensible and have a small one with my valuables in, and then one with all my gym stuff in. And instead of this making my life easier, it actually just meant that I lost the bag with all my valuables in, and the only silver lining was that I didn't have my wallet or my phone in it at the time, so I just lost a load of keys and my gym padlock and stuff like that. So more annoying than problematic. I also worked out why I'm single. So imagine this: it's night time, you're on the platform, you've been to the gym, but you've changed, so you look alright, and you're standing outside the train door waiting for the little button to light up, hand outstretched to press it to get out of the cold because it's fucking freezing. It snowed here this week, which is not usual. So Britain, basically anytime it snows, snow, panic, die. So that happened. So it's freezing cold, I'm waiting on the train platform, and a very good looking guy comes up next to me, and instead of the door button becoming active so you can open the door really quickly, it wasn't happening to the extent that we'd both been standing there for so long that he kind of looked at me and raised one eyebrow, and instead of doing anything that a normal person would do, being hi, you're handsome, or marry me, or just licking his face, I did this. Yeah. So that's that. I also saw a good movie, Fences, with Viola Davis. If you are a fan of theatre, it's very, very, very similar to the play, the August Wilson play, and the acting in it is phenomenal. There are moments when you can tell it's Denzel Washington, quite early in his directing career, because you're oh, Jesus Christ, the symbolism is slap you in the face obvious. But the performances and what it attempts to do are fascinating, kind of universal in the small. I saw lots of friends, which was nice. I went back to work, which I probably already mentioned, which was not so nice. I found a couple of jobs that I'm going to apply for. And I also, new Miranda Lambert album. If anyone here is into country, I highly recommend it, because I have been belting that out in my car all week. And that's that. So it was an acceptable second week. I don't feel like I particularly excelled at anything. The Christmas tree is still up, as you can see, and I still didn't clean my kitchen, which actually is going to be the first thing I'm going to attempt to achieve next week. So next week's goals, we're going to clean the kitchen, so I'm going to show you my kitchen next weekend, come hell or high water, basically, so if it's still filthy. you will know. I am going to go to the glass recycling back because I still haven't done that, and that also will contribute to the cleanliness of my kitchen. The vegetable thing we're going to keep going with, and I am going to read a book. I'm going to read a book, and that should be enjoyable. And there was something else I was going to do, which I forget about, and this video is now fucking 5 minutes long, so I'm going to go. I hope you all have a wonderful week 3 of 2017, and that no one we like dies, so fingers crossed.